This is a presentation of SimWorld Sports.
SimWorld Athletic Center East in Brooklyn, New York, where we have today's championship matchup in the Deep Three Ballers tournament. The home-standing New York Stars playing on their home court here against the Oakland Stars. Oakland got here thanks to 2 games playing suffocating defense, holding opponents to under 50 points, whereas New York, led by their 2 big stars, Che King and Jai Edge, coming out of the backcourt. Leading the teams here, I am E Lava, and I am joined in the booth today by B Ron. How you doing this weekend, B Ron?
I'm doing wonderful, Lava. We have a fantastic game here, and I'm excited. We know New York's the home team, much like the Rams will be in the Super Bowl next week.
Yes.
New York has a chance to win on their home court. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Well, New York in their home whites controls the tap. It's the first possession, and it's Elijah Burrell from 3. Won't go, and Anthony Sasser picks up the rebound. Sasser has just moved into the SimWorld senior rankings, number 47. And Oakland
Look at that.
gets on the board first.
Love to see that. One team goes down, misses the 3. The other one says, you know what? No, I got you. I'm going to get it started.
That was Curtis London for Oakland, putting the 3 in. London's just fallen out of the rankings, unlike Sasser. Still a talented junior. Gets the lead here. Oh!
What a
London once
block.
again drove inside.
Get that out of
Nice
here.
Well, that is Stephen Johnson Odom, New York's 6'7", 200-pound, constantly undersized in every matchup he's in center. SJO getting it done and showing you why there, using his athleticism and basketball smarts.
Yeah, undersized. New York, this whole team, we've spoken about it before, they're close to the season so far. They're undersized in general. They have a 6'4" player playing at power forward. So if that didn't tell you how undersized they are, then yeah.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, Oakland getting right to the rack.
Get that out of here. What an and one.
Johnson Odom collects it. Gets it back up. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Stephen Johnson Odom, a Brooklyn native. And in front of family and friends today.
Yeah, this crowd is going to be rocking here for New York tonight. But Oakland, those fans travel really well too. Seeing them come over here and play really well in this tournament with new head coach Brian Loveless at the helm now. So this is 3rd game in a row. See if he can win his 3rd game in a row too.
I was going to say, Coach Loveless undefeated. Has a chance to take a trophy back west with him on the plane later today.
Yeah, he
Johnson
would
Odom,
really love that.
SJO, the captain, hits the free throw, cuts the lead down to 2. Ooh. Curtis London, excuse me, that's not London, that's Patterson.
Patterson's been playing really well lately, too.
He has. Oakland's captain gets it in Ship's hands. Long jumper won't go, but rebounded by Sasser, puts it back up and in.
Nice board there from Sasser. And, I got a chance to talk to Coach Loveless before the game, and he told me that his goal is really simple. To stay focused, let's go here and get this W. He wants his 3rd one in a row, and it'd be a big one to get this tournament championship trophy.
Well, there you see Elijah Burrell, just 5'8", the junior guard out of the Bronx. Drives to the rack, converts for 2. It's in Ship's hands down at the other end. It's it to Curtis London. Curtis London, known for his defense and 3-point shooting. Swings it to Quintel Patterson. Shot clock running down. Patterson has to take a jumper. Won't go.
Good defense there from New York. Of course, the contested shot. Hey!
King finds Burrell in the corner, and Burrell came into this game hitting 67% from behind the line, excuse me. Makes another. And we have a quick timeout here on the court by Oakland. They've fallen behind 8-7 to New York. We're going to take a quick break too, but come right back. We got 5:20 left to play in this first quarter of this title game. 5:20 left to go in the first quarter. New York scored a couple buckets here last few possessions, taking their first lead of the game, 8-7. Oakland inbounding.
And
Some
they
subs
had
in
the
the
three ball
game.
for Liza Burrell to take the lead too.
Cody Appling, one of the starters for Oakland, still out there. Alia Reese. Lawrence Shields. Oh, Appling with a deep shot. Won't go there. He can make those, but that one didn't work. And King has it for New York. Evades a defender, takes a jumper, but it won't go. And Appling with the rebound.
Would love to have seen King go aggressive to the hoop there instead of pulling up with a jumper.
Ooh, Stacy Shashetti with the quick three. Yeah, couldn't get that to go, but Lawrence Shields, junior big man out of San Francisco, collects the rebound and scores for Oakland.
You know, we've seen these two teams play before earlier in the season, of course without these head coaches, but despite that, I did get a chance to talk to Coach Velarde before the game, and he did say that, he mentioned that we've seen these two teams play before, not with these two coaches, but it was a battle the first time they met. And he says he expects nothing less than that this time around. So we should see another battle here on our hands, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Nice drive by Stacy Shashetti, 6'1" senior out of Oakland. And he gives Oakland a 3-point lead, but King quickly back down the other end. He gets just the littlest bit of open daylight, and he can put that shot in.
Yeah, it's like a quarterback, you know. Oh, wow.
Yes, indeed. Darian Williams down low.
Yeah, I was saying
King
King is like a quarterback, you know. If you give him enough space, he'll find a spot to take his shot. And, you know, we've seen him do it a couple of times tonight before.
Yeah, he's come out super aggressive in this one, which is probably what Coach Velarde wants to see out of his star guard. There's big Cody Appling. Gives it to Darian Williams, who tries to take it to the rack. Successfully does.
Rotation, though, almost killed over and got the block.
Well, timeout on the floor, called by Oakland. 3-point lead for them with 3:14 to go in this first quarter. And, you know, we're going to take a break too, but come right back. First quarter action when we return. Three-point lead for Oakland here on the New York Stars home court. Like I mentioned, we got some subs in the game right now. Keontae DeOr and A.O. Wilson taking up the backcourt for New York, bringing it up here.
My man A.O. Wilson has one of my favorite names in SimWorld right now. A.O.
Nice drive there from Boo Boo Morgan. No shortage of good names on New York. Boo Boo Morgan, A.O. Wilson,
That's another
and
one,
perhaps
yeah.
my favorite, Keontae DeOr. I love Keontae DeOr. This sounds like a high-end luxury item.
Kind of like a fancy pasta or something too. I don't know why.
Yes.
Like, be hungry. I don't know, man.
Well, Darian Williams drives inside. Can't get the shot to go. But he will go to the free throw stripe. 6'3" senior out of Oakland. Averaging 4.8 points and 2 rebounds per game on the year. Perfect from the free throw stripe on the season. A chance to collect 2 more here.
I can't say I'm very surprised to be alive, but I am impressed with the way this game has been because we've seen Oakland in the past couple of games with Loveless as coach now play some really great defense. I don't know if we mentioned it before, Lava, but
yeah.
I know we did before we went live, but they have held the past 2 teams to around 40 points.
49 actually in this tournament. Scoring average, but yeah. No, they've held teams under 30% shooting for entire games. Oakland really playing good defense, and here against New York should have a just size advantage inside as well. And there you see one of New York's big men, Chance Milton-Jones, unable to convert. If Oakland can keep their outside shooting going and also dominate in the paint, well, obviously they're going to give New York a whole lot of trouble here. Sasser working on SJO and gets it done.
Using his body too. Love that.
Yeah, well, he's got a big body to work with. 6'8", 245-pounder. More bounce to the ounce with Anthony Sasser, but was held to just 2 points in the last game. Already more productive in this one. We're under 2 minutes in the first quarter here. Oh, nice dish to SJO, but I'd have hesitated. Still has a smaller defender on him. Turns.
There you go. Yep. Gotta exploit that mismatch when you get it. Looked like an accidental switch there too because of the pass off the screen.
Yeah.
So good job to be able to corral everything afterwards because the pass was fumbled a little bit. It would have got under control and get the bucket. So nicely done.
SJO defended by reserve point guard Al Yaris in off the bench, just 5'10" out of Sacramento. He's back out of the game now. Curtis London in. And Ship and London passing it around, but it's Anderson who wants the 3. Can't make it. Edge with the rebound.
Good back and forth ball movement, though. As a fan of fundamental basketball, the ball movement is very important. It needs to be crisp and refined. That was very nice there from Oakland in possession.
Ooh, boo-boo.
Ooh. You gotta go up with it, though. There it is.
SJO waited.
Hey,
wow.
Do it yourself.
B-Ron, SJO did that intentionally there. He wanted the rebound. He wanted the rebound.
All part of his plan.
Just
just drew up your
stats. Oh, nice steal by Elijah Burrell.
Cookies.
Burrell backs it out, however. Sets up the regular offense. And Morgan. It's Edge will open 3.
Oh, nice.
Edge.
Wide open, man.
Yep. Another Brooklyn boy. Edge and SJO, Brooklyn natives. In the way this last minute, we're down into 30 seconds in the first quarter. New York back out to a 2-point lead. Oh, Caden Ship. Can't get it to go.
Okay.
Pretty move. Can't finish it, however. And Morgan sheds a defender. Wow.
Bump didn't phase him. It's going to blow right by.
No, it did not. Final seconds here in the first quarter. Caden Ship.
Hey, the answer from Caden.
Just a 2, had a foot on the line, but draws Oakland to 2 here at the end of the first quarter.
Oh.
Hey, it looks like we've got a really good championship game here on our hands. Come back, we're going to get the second quarter action underway after a quick break.
They don't go nowhere.
Second quarter just about to get underway here. It's going to be Oakland's ball, trailing by 2. There you see Caden Shipp with it. Really balanced effort from Oakland in that first quarter.
Yeah,
4 players
both teams
tied
are
with
shooting
4.
very
Oh!
well. Get that out of here.
Hey, I like that strong play by Keontae Dior in New York. Make your opponent earn it at the line.
Yeah,
Because otherwise,
Shipp
Shipp might have flushed that.
Yeah, Shipp
Definitely
was being aggressive going to the rim with a rack attack, but Dior said not just yet.
Keontae Dior, 6'3" junior out of Ogdensburg, New York.
Wise man once said, "Not so fast, my friend." That's what Keontae Dior just said right there to Caden Shipp.
Well, Caden Shipp still has a chance to tie this up. The number 2 ranked junior, 6'3" out of Fresno, California, averaging 16.5 points and just over 4 rebounds a game so far this season.
Yeah, we got a battle of the number 2s here between Che King and Caden Shipp. 2022, Che King. 2023, Caden Shipp. I had said it in an article I wrote a few weeks ago, but the future in the first month of SimWorld is looking real bright, y'all. We got some really talented players here, and these are 2 of the best.
And certainly in the junior class as well. You know, Lace Darius Outlaw gets a lot. Oh, almost stolen away, but Burrell able to, or not Burrell, excuse me. The credit to Edge. Able to recover, able to score.
Look at
Yes,
that.
sir. Wow. Got his just reward there, G Edge.
Shooter's gonna shoot, man, and that's what G Edge does the best.
And he's matched up on Patterson now. Patterson swings it over to London. Backs it out, number 21 in the black uniform. Curtis London, only averaging 8 points per game so far this season.
I'll give it up.
Oh, Patterson's shot won't go. Little Elijah Burrell rips down the rebound, just 5'8". Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a lot. Let's go!
Nice. SJO, leading scorer, actually not just for New York, but in this game so far with 9.
Yeah,
He's
that's
really
a good
come
call
out
right there.
playing
Get that
active.
timeout.
There's the
After
man.
that loud, get that timeout, coach. Call that right now.
Number 23 from New York, leading things here. Let's take a quick break. We got 6:56 remaining in the first half, and we're back.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Four-point New York lead. In big part, thanks to Stephen Johnson Odom. Been talking about him all game. Leading scorer for New York, leading scorer in the game. And as we talk about Johnson Odom, just 6'7", 200, forced to play center most of the time for this New York Stars squad. But as well as he's been playing this year, probably going to start getting some college looks. Nice move inside by Curtis London. Going to go back to the line. But yeah, number 23 in white. Getting a little breather right now, SJO. Almost as important as King and Edge.
Yeah, I would say he
New York
is.
Stars.
Yep, I would say he is their 3rd most important player on this New York team. And I feel like, you know, he could be compared to Draymond Green in some capacity.
Yeah. Well, undersized to have to roam the paint like that a little bit, but SJO is known as a hard worker. The kid actually loves weightlifting. You can find him throwing iron around all the time, and when you're giving up 3 or 4 inches and 30 or 40 pounds to a opponent, as SJO often is, probably pays off to be in that weight room a lot.
Yeah, we saw him throw it on a basketball a minute ago on that beautiful alley-oop where he went backwards to go get that one in the air.
Starters back in the game for New York. Burrell, SJO, King, Edge. SJO has it. Shot clock running out. Tries a little jumper, won't go.
Oh.
Ooh, and an offensive foul on Elijah Burrell is going to send things the other way.
Yeah, Coach Bilardi not happy about that one.
Both of these teams, well, New York has a reputation for being scrappy, and New York and Oakland can dirty it up as well. We're seeing it here. This is probably the most whistles I've seen in a SimWorld high school game so far this year. Oh, Patterson!
Oh, Quintel.
First shows off his speed, then shows off his ability to rise. 5'10" Quintel Patterson for the dunk.
Man,
you mentioned it, the captain for Oakland.
Like
you were talking about it, B-Ron. The captain for Oakland has really emerged more, SJO. Unranked senior, averaging more than 11 points and 3.5 assists so far this year.
Yeah,
shooting over 50% from the field too.
Yeah, if he keeps playing like this, I feel like he'll be in the ranking soon.
Well, there's another assist for Patterson. He found Ship. Both of these teams playing really well. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far, B-Ron.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
We got a game on our hands.
Yeah, this is exactly what we expected coming into the game. I don't think this is going to get out of hand. Get it out of here! I don't think this is going to get out of hand, but, sports are funny like that. But as of right now, we're not seeing much separation, if any, between these two teams.
No, sir. Terrell Coulter with the steal. Tried to take it all the way, do it all himself. Cichetti got in his way and sends him to the line. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial. Timeout on the floor before the free throws up. Come right back, and we'll see if he can make them. All right, we're back. And Terrell Coulter, 6'4", senior out of Rochester, New York. The frozen northern part of New York State, right next to Buffalo. Terrell Coulter able to heat things up here today. Got that steal, gets his chance for points, makes the first.
Yep, very nicely done here from Coulter, and both teams have done a good job at the free throw line so far, making all of their free throws for both sides, and those are going to be important, I think, in a game like this.
Well, particularly if the refs keep on using their whistles as actively as they have been so far.
Yeah, they're not letting much get away from them today, and I think that's a good thing. You want to keep a game like this in control and not let the players do too much to get it out of control. So referees doing their job so far, keeping the whistles flowing, and maybe we won't see anything too crazy today.
All right, King switches off onto Cichetti as a defender and able to get around him. Yeah,
that was pretty.
Well, there you see both of these teams shooting red hot so far.
Absolutely. 58% for both teams. That's amazing.
Oh, Reese has his shot blocked. Nicely
Welcome
done.
to the block party, young man.
I think Chance Milton-Jones got that one. Milton-Jones gets it back on the offensive end, working the smaller defender.
Yes, push him out of the way. You don't belong down here with me.
6'8" Milton-Jones pushing the 5'10" Reese aside. And Cody Apley hands it off on the perimeter for Oakland. Jason Cichetti, a talented baseball player as well, has it poked away by Wilson.
Gotta pay
who's going to go
attention.
uncontested, lay it in. Suddenly, it is an 8-point New York lead. Timeout for Coach Brian Lovelace at Oakland. He wants to talk this over before it gets out of hand. Wow, what has just happened here in the past couple minutes, B-Ron?
Well, New York has picked up their defense, seems like, and, I was expecting at some point somebody to make an adjustment somewhere. New York has done that here with their defense, and now Coach Lovelace needs to respond with some adjustments of his own. What are those going to be, though? I don't know. What do you think, Lovelace?
Well, I mean, I was going to say it's tough, too, on the Oakland side for Coach Lovelace. His team, it's not that their shooting percentage is suddenly dropped off, but New York pressing a little bit more, getting some steals, getting some blocks, able to turn it into transition points. So 8-point advantage. There you see Coach Lovelace of Oakland instructing his charges. Let's go to my producer, Roniel. Roniel, what do you have for us during this break?
Sorry about that. I had some technical difficulty. I had a minute to talk with Coach Lovelace just for a moment. You see here, he's talking to his team. He was very adamant that they need to get back on defense. He wants to see them get back on defense. He wants to slow down the pace a little bit. And he wants to see them control the paint more. He needs more help defense as New York seems to be attacking right at the rim. So we'll see if he's able to get through to his team on that front. Back to you guys.
Big Cody Appling able to corral the rebound and get it up in, cut the lead back down to 6.
And, I think that adjustment from Coach Lovelace is going to be a big part of this game because, as we mentioned, New York's undersized. But Oakland needs to use that size to their advantage. Get Cody Appling and the other big guys involved and feed the horses, man. Let them go to work, let them eat, and do what they do. And everything else will open up in turn.
Another block for Milton Jones for New York. And that turns into an open look that Coulter can't finish, but he will go back to the line. Foul on Darian Williams. There you see Coach Bellardi from New York. Terrell Coulter back to the line. Already hit 2 earlier. Third up and in. And if he can make his 4th, he'll be on his scoring average for the season. And B-Ron, we were talking about it at the start of the broadcast. Oakland has really started to build a reputation for defensive skill, really just kind of throttling their opponents. But at this pace, New York is on a 80, 90-point kind of game here, which is remarkable considering that Oakland has held their opponents to below 50 on average in this tournament.
Yeah, and that's going to be the challenge for this game for Oakland, I think, because we know that New York can score in bunches when they get going. If Oakland can't find a way to slow them down, then like you said, we could see them get up to 80, 90 points in this one. And that'd be a problem if Oakland can't respond as well.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely going to be a different kind of game that Oakland's going to be playing from their past couple of victories if this pace keeps up. Alia Reese at the line, and he makes his free throw.
But that's probably why slowing the pace down for Oakland is going to be their best bet in terms of keeping this game close and competitive. If you force the other team to play at your pace, you can force them into mistakes because they might not be used to playing at a slower pace. So we'll see how that adjustment goes for Coach Lovelace here.
Both teams still perfect at the free throw line. New York, 6-point lead. Well, Coach Bellardi taking a quick timeout. He wants to talk things over as well. He can't be too disappointed seeing his team up to a 6-point lead, just under 3 minutes to go before the first half ends. We're going to take a quick commercial break here, but stick with us. Let's see if Oakland can crawl back into this before we go to halftime.
Welcome back, y'all, to Summer's Vibes podcast. And I'm your host, Summer. But you already knew that. Last season, we focused on several different topics from a millennial point of view. In this new season of my life and where we are as a country and a nation, we're going to continue that conversation, focusing on politics, spiritual well-being, and our society as a whole. Make sure you subscribe to Summer's Vibes podcast and follow me on Instagram at MarySummer__ to stay informed. This is a season you don't want to miss.
2:57 to go before halftime. Shea King and his New York teammates with a 6-point lead. Getting back out there right now with some subs as well. A.O. Wilson, Keontae DeWar. King has it now. King can't get that to go, but cleans up his own rebound and puts
There
it
you
back up
go.
again. Wow, that's frustrating. You know, you actually get him to miss a shot, and then he cleans it up himself. It's a little
gets his own
disheartening.
rebound.
Yeah,
That's heartbreaking.
just is. Meanwhile, for Oakland, Caden Shipp getting a little rest right now. See if they can operate without him, and 2 points right there.
Yeah, and speaking of operating without, I feel like this New York team so far, I'm impressed with how they're operating without Shea King, but with him at the same time, if that makes sense. Because he's not the leading scorer, as we've seen, but he's doing enough to make his impact in the game.
Well, he just hit his first 3 right there, and that extends the lead up to 9. Biggest in the game for New York. Just under 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Has the ball taken away there. DeOr has it. DeOr spins on his defender and gets the floater to go, and suddenly the New York Stars have an 11-point lead.
How was that for your first shot of the day? A floater.
Reese able to cut it back down to single digits, but really impressive first half from New York, especially considering how well Oakland has been locking teams down. And there's a steal. Marius Anderson able to take it away from King.
Good trap, but
finds Reese for an open 3. Couldn't get that to go. Shields can't get the follow-up to go down either.
We needed that 3 ball to go, but Wilson.
Given a very big 3 right there, but Oakland able to come up with it. Williams, recognize he has a small defender on him right there, able to turn and score.
There's the advantage of not having a 3 seconds in the key.
Yes.
And that's one of them where you can just hang out in there and say, hey, I'm just to get the ball.
Shea King too quick for the Oakland defense there. 9-point lead under a minute to play.
It's so fun.
That's a pretty pass by Appling.
Beautiful pass, Cody.
Yep. Cody Appling, not your typical 6'10 player. Senior out of Gilroy, California. King, tough shot, won't go. Anderson picks it up. 2-second difference between the game clock and shot clock here.
They are clawing their way back into this one. They weren't down much. It was only a
11. They got up to
lead.
11. They got up to 11 once,
biggest.
but 7 chance to drop it down to 5 here. It'd be big if they can do that. Darian Williams running the shot clock off, gets to the rack, won't go. But that is the end of your first half. New York jumping out to a 48-41 point lead, led by Shea King and Stephen Johnson Odom, the captain. 6'7" senior leading the way for the New York Stars. I want to get my producer, Roniel, back in here. Roniel, tell me what you saw in that first half action of this title game.
I was really expecting to see some defense in this game. We've seen some...
May have lost Roniel for a second. I'll go back to you then, B-Ron.
Hey, my audio.
There's Roniel.
My audio's working just fine.
Where were you?
No, I was saying we were expecting to see some defense here, man, and we may have seen some highlight steals there. But other than that, defensively, it just hasn't been going either team's way. Really need to see Oakland get a little tougher here. That's all that I'm saying. I'll pass it off to you guys.
Well, B-Ron, we both picked New York to win this game. Different reasons, I think, but so far our predictions are holding up. But what do you predict for the second half? Anything different from what we've seen here?
I think what we're going to see is just more defense, and the offense is going to stay hot. So we'll see how it goes, man. I'm excited for the second half.
All right, somebody's walking away with the trophy in this one. New York, Oakland, find out. We got 16 more minutes to decide this one. is set to get the second half started here. Three Ballers Championship game from Brooklyn on the SimWorld Athletic Center East Court, which is also the home court in New York. Part of the reason why they've got a 7-point lead here. Definitely a pro New York crowd in the audience today.
Absolutely. The home crowd advantage is playing in their favor so far, and we'll see if
Getting
that
that home
keeps up
cooking.
in the second half. Yep, nothing like it, man.
Oh,
Give me that!
sloppy pass by Appling. Dandridge.
If
Whips
you
it
don't
in the
throw
other
that thing down.
Well, Raheem Dandridge plays the power forward spot for these New York Stars, but he is just 6'4", 205-pounder. Oh!
Oh, the body.
That is a
I
second
don't know,
personal
man.
foul on Elijah Burrell, and it's going to send Patterson to the line for Oakland.
That was a good acting by Quintel Patterson. I'm not saying he flopped, but I'm saying that the body was there. I don't think it's enough to throw the shot like that. But hey, what do I know?
Well, Patterson
I'm over here
wasn't quite
talking to you,
able
talking to you.
wasn't able to flip that shot in. The foul call on Burrell will send him to the line. Patterson, the captain of this Oakland team. San
Definitely doing his
Francisco.
part today.
San Francisco native, the point guard. Leading the team with 3.5 assists per game so far coming into this one. I mentioned he's been an offensive threat for them too. He's shooting over 50% from the field and averaging more than 11 a game.
Yeah, and personally, that's what I like to see in a point guard who can do both, distribute and score. Yes, it's important to, find your teammates open and that kind of stuff, but basketball is about scoring, as are most sports. So if you can get that kind of production from all positions,
that was a seeing eye pass from
what
King,
a pass.
By the way, King's ship was all over King on that possession, and King just calmly, coldly throws a bounce pass, hits SJO perfectly, and he's able to convert.
Yeah, that's frustrating. When you can play good defense like that and still somehow give up a look, like what are you supposed to do?
Ship able to get his own back on the other end, however, and he thought he was fouled on that, but not called. SJO is unstoppable inside tonight.
Don't give him any water right now. Don't do that.
We are seeing the emergence of SJO. I mean, honestly, we've been seeing it all season, but the man is averaging, I'm talking about a 17-year-old here, the young man is averaging a double-double on the season and shooting almost 53% from the field. But, I've called a lot of his games, B-Ron. I know you've seen him a time or two before, too. This may be the most impressive performance from SJO I've seen on this young season.
Yeah,
I'm starting to wonder how he's not ranked.
Yeah, we gotta talk to Big Bob about that one. But
okay.
In the meantime, for now, SJO is definitely doing his part. We're seeing the emergence of him over the postseason, and in this game, like you said, so far, making his mark and making his case, being in the rankings here at some point.
Nice recovery there from Burrell. Yeah, almost sloppily given away. Raheem Dandridge drives inside and puts it up in over Caden Ship.
That's too easy, man.
12-point lead, biggest of the game for the New York Stars. With 6:05 remaining in this third period, Oakland and Coach Brian Loveless need to figure something out here. I don't know. This is the third straight team to try to figure out how you beat New York on their home court. And right now it is looking like New York just may remain undefeated here if they keep this kind of play up.
Yeah, so far, none of these teams have been successful, and we'll see if Oakland can make adjustments to be successful in beating New York. But right now, they got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to remind everybody, we've still got plenty of great basketball here, but coming up after this one, actually exactly 24 minutes, in honor of the Mamba, Kobe Bryant, after the end of our first game, we'll be coming with a second matchup of our doubleheader. It's an international SimWorld Global, Africa versus Middle East, live from Barcelona. So we'll be there, myself, my producer Roniel, and B-Ron. We hope you'll be there for that one too. Curtis London turns and scores right there. London really known more for his three-point shooting and his defense, but managed to score a few inside buckets in this one. The Edge has been relatively quiet, but swings it to the man who can't stop scoring, Stephen Johnson Odom.
Yeah, he's shooting very well from the floor, but you know what? When most of your shots are coming from inside the paint, I expect you to shoot very well.
It is
should
true.
be.
Hey, we got Roniel in here. What you got for us, Roniel? Give us the update.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Lovelace yet again. He did not have much to say. He is absolutely irate with his team's interior defense. You see that pick and roll that they're running repeatedly. He says that Appling continues to go over the top of it and leave his man open. He wants to see these guys get tough, out tough. As we see there, SJL continuing to go to work.
There's an example of it. Actually, initially I thought it was a nice block out being done by Oakland, but SJO SJO just wormed around it.
Yeah, he fell through it.
Maybe worm is the right word too, because it was like Dennis Rodman like. You're out there with your 6'7" skinny self, but just muscling and getting in positions. Impressive from SJO, impressive from New York. They got a 10-point lead. We're going to take a quick break, come back and finish up the second half of this third quarter. .4:28 to play in the third quarter. New York with a 10-point lead on their home court, and they have the ball as well. New York wearing the home whites, Oakland in the road black uniforms. And there you see Edge being guarded by Schiff, and once again finds SJO underneath.
Man, he cannot be stopped. He's got 22 points tonight, 20 of them in the paint.
That may be a season high for SJO. Really doing a great job of getting open underneath, and his teammates are just doing a fantastic job of finding him.
Yep.
Some great passing by
part of it too. You know, they're showing that they can move the ball and score again pretty much at will on the inside too, which again we talked about is I think one of the surprise, at least for me anyway.
Coming into this game was definitely seen as an advantage for Oakland. Now there you see some interior defense by the Oakland Stars coming up with the turnover
they were
there.
ready for it that time.
Finds an open Sasser down on the other end.
And Oakland's still hanging around. This is only a 10-point game.
No.
It's not like they're down 20 points. They're hanging around in this game, man.
Absolutely are. Absolutely are. A couple more stops, a couple more turnovers. Elijah Burrell has it. Shot clock winding down. Picks up a screen. Takes a running jumper. Won't go, but SJO is there. I'm sorry, Milton Jones. I'm just so used to seeing Stephen Johnson collect all those offensive rebounds, but that was Chance Milton Jones, 6'8" big man out of Albany, New York.
Hey, look, if it helps you any longer, Johnson has those light blue shoes on.
That's right.
Milton Jones has those red ones on. So, for me, that's a helper. I got you, man. I got you.
It is. Caden Shipp able to rattle a bucket in. It's still a 10-point New York lead. Terrell Coulter with a bucket inside.
These teams are still doing a good job of scoring the ball. Right now, I think Oakland's issue is their interior defense. That's their biggest issue right now.
Yep,
They've had a lot of buckets from New York be allowed on the inside, and if you might at some point figure a way to stop them from getting those easy buckets on the inside, that might be the key to slowing them down, at least in the interim.
You wouldn't have predicted it before the start of this game that was going to be a key for the New York Stars, was dominating inside, but they really have. Now, Shacheti just hit a three-pointer, gets a rebound there.
Yeah, you brought that up a minute ago, E, and yes, you didn't expect that. And it's the opposite, because you would expect Oakland to be the ones to dominate on the inside, again, given the height advantage that they have with Appling and the other big kids they have on this team. But no.
Well, it's a little mini run here from the Oakland Stars, 5 straight. Well, that run ended.
And just like
but
that,
the run is over now, B-Ron.
It's
It's all over now.
They're still only down 9 points.
No. Absolutely. Ship has it. Ship's going to try a 3.
Oh,
won't
that's
go
a
down.
good shot, though.
Yeah.
I think we take that more times than not, Kate. That's a good look.
Agreed.
Maybe you get a little quicker next time, but a good look nonetheless.
Elijah Burrell finds Edge in the corner, and Edge puts in a 3. Nice shot from Edge, but nice assist from Elijah Burrell. You know, B-Run, Elijah Burrell had actually been benched. He was starting for this team, had gotten benched, reinserted into the starting lineup tonight, and he and SJO, more than Edge and King, have really kind of been the difference makers for the New York Stars. Oh, Shacheti with another 3.
Back. Man.
Stacy Shacheti is now drained 2 3-pointers. He's averaging just 2.9 on the season. And actually have not been shooting well either. 31% from the field coming into this game.
Ooh, cooked them.
Wow. That was a smaller Elijah Burrell working around Caden Shipp there.
It's something about those little guys who just have immaculate handles like that. So I'm going to watch them dribble the basketball around. And one?
Not almost. Shipp, though, with a nice move, will go to the free throw line. Earl Coulter called with his second foul. Caden Shipp, averaging 16.5 per game, has a chance to go over his scoring average here. If he makes both of these, actually, if he makes one or both of these, will
one or both doesn't matter. But
we'll
gotta
be
get
on top
it. Gotta
of the
get
scoring
it to 10 at
average.
least.
It's
There it is.
Yeah, agreed. It would be psychologically big for Oakland if they could make this a single-digit deficit going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to start building on some little momentum things here, and one of those is getting it under 10, which was they didn't do here. But they would also get stops on defense. That's their biggest issue right now, that they haven't been able to stop New York consistently on defense. They need at least 3-4 consecutive stops and buckets on their end to really get themselves back into this game fully.
Final seconds of the third quarter here. Shot clock is off.
Smart.
King has it, and looks like he's going to probably take the last shot himself.
I'd say he finds it alive.
And he does.
Wow.
Makes it happen. Great body control and athleticism from King there.
And the tumble, too. Doesn't matter.
Yes, and a Star Wars Shatner-style tumble to get us out of that one. All right, that is the end of our third quarter. It's a double-digit New York lead. 8 more minutes to play. Come back. Deep 3 ballers going to be decided here.
Again on the track.
8 minutes left to decide this Deep Three Ballers tournament champion. And right now, the home standing New York Stars with an 11-point lead. Coach Lovelace of Oakland with running out of time to make this up. Gonna stop and a defensive rebound there, though.
Start. You need the defensive stops with consistency, and you need to find a way to score easy buckets every trip down the court.
Oh, Reese gets inside.
Oh.
Tough shot won't go. Johnson Odom rebounds.
You gotta find a way to set their guys up.
Oh!
Oh no! Oh!
I mean,
Put him on a t-shirt.
you
Put him
can't
on a
stop
t-shirt.
SJO. I was just saying not that long ago, B-Ron, that I thought Jamison Johnson was the best big man in the SimWorld high school game. Now, I don't know if you can fairly...
Changing your mind?
I don't know if you can fairly call SJO a big man.
He's playing
But-
like one.
That's right, but he really might be your kind of Draymond Green player at this level, maybe even at the next level.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I almost fell out of my chair after that one, man.
The athleticism on display.
Hold
Oh,
on.
Reese!
Hey!
That's nice. Reese and Shields with a
Okay,
little
I
1-2.
like it.
You know who didn't like that was Coach Bellardi from New York. Quick timeout from the New York Stars. The lead is back down under 10. Maybe a little bit of confidence gained for Oakland here on that sequence. Nice 1-2. Get the dunk.
Yeah,
Was
giving
down
up
under
lobs
10.
in a half-court set like that. I don't think you ever like to see those.
No, you
Just
do
because
not.
those are, they're easier to stop in a half-court set versus in a fast break when you have a clear numbers advantage,
No, you don't want to see that. But B-Ron, you know what we do want to see? We want to see more of you out there listen to this game, get involved in the game. And Ron Yell, you got something to add to people who might be interested in joining the SimWorld ranks?
Oh, no, man. I think you got it right under control. Back to you.
All right, I'm just going to take it then. Well, I was going to say, if you're interested in coaching one of these teams, just like Brian Lovelace or Tim Bellardi, get a hold of us, get on our Discord, send us a note, fill out the application. There are talented squads out there looking for coaches as we speak, and you can be a part of it too. So we hope to see you joining. And Reese with a nice move.
Nice move.
Alia Reese, senior point guard out of Sacramento, coming off the bench, playing really well. Reese had just been averaging 23% from the field shooting coming into this one. But perhaps Oakland shouldn't leave people wide open like that. And
No, the
Raheem
double
Dandridge-
teams there are not in a good spot. If you're gonna double, it has to come from somewhere else, or just don't do it at all.
Well, at this point, I mean, look, there's still 5.5 minutes left, but Oakland's going to have to obviously get stops, and I think they need to start thinking about maybe three-point shots, too.
There's one.
Back here. Reese is
That'll
able
work.
to put it down. Alia Reese.
That'll help Alia. Nice job.
Indeed. All right, now it's at the defensive end. Oakland really needs to step up. King has it. King driving on Ship.
He's taking that. Oh,
King
let's go!
dunking on Ship. Lawrence Shields tries to come over and help, but the 6'8 junior is not there in time.
Somebody got a
King
picture
to
of that
the
one.
line.
That's going on a poster someday.
Well, it's not going up in Lawrence Shields' house, I'll tell you that much. You never want to be in that
Absolutely
spot
not.
on the poster.
No.
No, you do not. No, you do not.
One of my favorite poster moments, or just anything like that, is the Derek Fisher face. You know what I'm talking about. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
Derek
It's the
Fisher
most
face.
hilarious
I will
thing.
Google that one. I will Google that one.
Yes.
You know, we're here in New York. And myself, as a former ex-New Yorker who became a regular attendee of Knicks games, I got to be a big fan of the John Starks dunk over Jordan, which is another legendary poster dunk. But 11-point lead here for New York. Oakland unable to convert down on that other end. He has it. Johnson Odom wide open again for another dunk. All that Cody Appling can do is flap at him. Coach Loveless and the Oakland players, I'm starting to sense some frustration.
Yeah, I think again with Cody on that pick and roll there, he's playing up too high on that pick and roll. He's got to wait.
Well,
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Answer right back. Nice.
There, you feel a little bit better after that one. Big Cody Appling. 6'10" out of Gilroy, California. And B-Ron, as is traditional for me, when I talk about Cody's hometown of Gilroy, I got to mention garlic. The garlic capital of the world. Oh, I give up. Johnson Odom.
What are you supposed to do? What can you do?
I mean, just looking like a man among boys out here. All credit. Steven Johnson Odom, the Brooklyn boy, playing on his home court in front of his friends, his family. And I bet he's going to have more than a few fans after this game, too. I feel like I'm one
right
now.
One out of me.
Oh, Sasser gets wide open
underneath. Great job from Oakland, finding the man quickly. They're bringing those doubles and those traps more often now as New York, and the key to those is mostly the ball movement. You have to find it quickly, though, because those windows close very quickly.
Well, stop down on that end is Dandridge collected a nice, tough pass from King, but couldn't get the shot to go.
Like right now, open. There it is.
There you go.
Oh, now score.
Not able to score, however, as Appling waited just a second before he went up. Definitely thought he got fouled, and I can see from Coach Loveless's facial expression, I believe he has that opinion as well. Oh, boy. King and SJO, that psychic connection working once again. 91-78. We've got just under 3 minutes to go here. We're going to take a break. Come back. We'll finish this one up in Brooklyn. 2:55 to play in the D3 Ballers title game. New York, some pretty passing, some nice shooting, and a whole lot of Stephen Johnson Odom. Out to a 13-point lead here.
Yeah, he's been so much fun to watch.
He really has.
With dunks and everything. But I think, for me, the more fun thing is the way his teammates are setting him up for those. They're doing everything, no-look passes, quick passes. They're doing lobs. They're doing it all to set him up in the best position to get points.
Shot clock running down now on Oakland. Yeah, let's see if we can get an updated stat total for our next break on SJO. Meanwhile, Elijah Burrell to the rack, but can't get it to go. Dandridge rebounds.
Elijah wasn't rejected.
The Edge, quiet night tonight. He's been big earlier in this tournament, however. The other Brooklyn native on the New York lineup. Dandridge has to try a tough turnaround that won't go, and Ship collects it. Coming up on 2 minutes to play, still a 13-point New York lead.
Yeah,
Ship step back.
Ooh, it's not a big lead. It's not like they're down 20, 30 points, but it feels like a big lead it actually is.
Once again, King finds an open big man underneath for a dunk. And under 2 minutes with a 15-point lead, B-Ron, I think I got to do it. Like they do at Yankee Stadium when the Yankees are winning. Gonna sing a little, start spreading the news, do a little Sinatra for you. I think this game is over. It's up to you, New York, and you're about to win your first trophy.
Ooh.
The shot there. Sasser able to rebound. Gets it to Ship's hands. Ooh. Fancy dribbling and a nice
Okay.
drive by Ship. Can't get the
Ooh.
bucket. Will go to the line. Caden Ship, definitely not a bad night tonight. Has been the scoring leader for the Oakland Stars. And I think when it's all said and done, you can pretty much count on he being the Oakland Stars representative on the Deep Three Ballers all-tournament team. From New York, I think you're going to see King and Edge make that as well, and I think you have to have SJO. I think all three of those New York Stars.
If he's not on that list, we got to have a talk with somebody. I don't know who. But somebody, we got to talk to them, because especially in this game right here, this has been, I think, his best performance
Oh, yeah.
Of the tournament. And way to
Of
save
the
it for a
year.
big game, too.
Of the year.
Oh, of the year. Okay, yes.
Yep.
Yes, that
Best game of
too.
the year.
That too. That too, absolutely.
In fact, I'm going to go ahead and make it official. Stephen Johnson Odom, 6'7" senior, is my MVP of this game.
And I will agree with you. No hesitation there. I will agree with you wholeheartedly, my friend.
Now, I'm going to have to think a little bit post-game who my tournament MVP is, but I'll tell you, I think there's two contenders, and it's Johnson Odom, and it's Che King.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to figure out, and I eagerly await your decision on that one as well.
Elijah Burrell didn't agree with that foul call. It's going to be a little too late for Curtis London and his Oakland Stars pals.
Yeah, I think, again, down the stretch here, the biggest thing for Oakland has been their defense and not being able to make the right adjustments to solve the pick and roll.
Yeah.
New York's bread
Yep.
and butter all night has been that pick and roll, and it's worked to perfection.
Oh, London misses the second free throw.
But,
Talked about
you
how
know,
Curtis London. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You're right.
Yeah. To be fair, the pick and roll is, I think, one of the more harder things to defend in basketball because there's so many things you can do with it depending on who you're running it with. You know, you
Yep.
have so many guys who can do so many different things. You know, if you run it with the guard who can shoot, you gotta worry about him shooting off the screen depending on what you do as the defense. It's so difficult to defend because there's so many different things that can come out of it. So I don't fault Oakland for struggling with it, but
No.
you have to figure it
It's-
out, and when you can't, things like this happen.
Definitely back to the drawing board for Coach Lovelace and Oakland after this one. Congratulations to Coach Tim Bellardi and his New York Stars. They are about to lift a trophy in front of their hometown friends and fans. So that's 95-82 there, and likely going to be our final. But remember, stay with us. After this one, we've got some international action. Africa taking on Middle East. Live from Barcelona. B-Ron will be there, Roniel will be there, and I, Elava, will be there too. We're hoping you're going to join us. But this is it from Brooklyn and the end of your Deep Three Ballers tournament. A hometown, New York Stars, coming out of this one, adding a trophy to the trophy room. Led by Stephen Johnson Odom, Che King, G Edge, and Elijah Burrell. Pretty impressive performance. Well, for B-Ron, for my producer, Roniel, I am Elava. Thanks for being with us. Hope you'll be with us again in about 25-30 minutes.